Hey y'all, in this video, I'm going to teach you one of my favorite techniques for determining the best times to go out and photograph fall foliage. We're going to be using an application called Gaia GPS, which is mostly a mapping application, but we can use it to really effectively plan our landscape photography trips. And I use Gaia quite often for my landscape photography, not just for planning, but also when I'm on the trail to navigate. So if you live in an area where you get to beautiful fall color, if the leaves change color in the fall, or if you're planning on going somewhere where on a trip, photography trip, where you expect to see fall foliage, then this is going to be a great video for you to learn from. Let's first jump into how we download and access Gaia GPS if you've never used it before. If you're new to Gaia, all you have to do is go to GaiaGPS.com. I'll provide a link in the description. And you'll be provided with a few different options here. You'll have the free option, which is a great way to go if you're on the fence right now, you don't want to pay anything for it. You get a lot of features still in the free version. You get basic maps, things like that, so you can still do a lot with it. But if you want to use the technique that you're going to be learning in this video today, then you're going to want to get the premium option. And this is something that you can decide after this video. I don't get paid by Gaia. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with Gaia anyway, so I don't make any money off of this. I just truly believe that Gaia is the best application for all kinds of outdoor activities, but especially planning your landscape photography trips. And once you have Gaia downloaded, we will log in here. And the first thing you'll see is a map, typically of the area that you're accessing Gaia from. So here we are in downtown Denver. I live in Denver, Colorado. So we're looking at downtown Denver on the map. And let's say we want to plan a trip up out in the mountains of Colorado. So let's say we want to go to Ouray, Colorado, which is a really popular place for leaf peeping, for looking at fall foliage, and for photographers to take amazing photographs of the leaves changing in the fall, mostly of aspen trees, which turn this beautiful yellow and gold color really in late September, early October. What we're going to do here is search for the location that we want to visit, or we want to plan our photography trip. So I'm going to search for Ouray, and we'll click on Ouray down here, and we are taken to Ouray on the map. So this is just a topographic map that shows downtown Ouray. You'll see it's surrounded by mountains and all kinds of hiking trails, and it's spectacular. Now, the next thing we're going to want to do is look at the satellite imagery of this area. So we'll go to our layers panel, and you're going to want to select this layer called Fresh Set, Cloud Free. And if you don't see this on your hidden layers, or if you don't have any hidden layers in your Gaia yet, if you just created Gaia, all you have to do is go to, and move this over here, add map layers, and you'll be able to search for those layers in here in the United States if you live in the United States. And all you have to do is click the plus button, and it will add it to all of your active and hidden layers here. So we'll select the fresh sat layer, just click that circle to add it to our active layers. And now what we are looking at is satellite imagery of Ouray, Colorado. If we kind of scroll around on the map by clicking and dragging, we can see what's going on in terms of the fall foliage. So right here, this is a massive, massive aspen grove, and we can tell that it's pretty much at peak in terms of fall color because we see so much yellow. It doesn't look like there's certain patches that are still green that haven't completely turned yet, but this looks like 80% to me. So I would definitely at this point say, this is a good time to go and photograph this area. The fall foliage is peaking. And if we look at the date, these dates here on the map are the most recent images of this satellite imagery. So the last image from this satellite that we're looking at right here is from October 2nd. And at the day of this recording, it is October 3rd. So we can assume that it's pretty much going to look the same. Now, what this means, cloud free, is that it's the last image that was taken where there were no clouds. Because if there's clouds covering this location for days on end, and if the satellites cannot take images of the ground, you will see these dates being much older. And if we go to other parts of Colorado, you might see these dates being earlier in September. And that's just because the satellites couldn't get a clear image without any clouds of the area. But here we have very recent satellite imagery. And that's the reason why you're going to want to click on cloud free. Now, the other trick you can do is once you determine that the location is in peak season, that this is a great time to go, so you can start looking for some hiking trails to access these beautiful aspen groves. So if we go up to this really enormous aspen grove that's changing, we can start to take down the cloud for the fresh set cloud free layer. What this is doing is it's making this layer more opaque so we can see down through to the bottom layer, kind of like how Photoshop works. So once we reduce this layer, we can start seeing these hiking trails, and we can look for hiking trails that will take us into these aspen groves. We can look for some others in other areas where the leaves are changing. So it looks like around in here, these might quite not. Looks like there's still a bit more time on these guys here, maybe another week or so. This would be at peak. But if we take this down, you can see that there are quite a few hiking trails that would take us into this aspen grove. And this will allow us to really just jump around the map looking for the best places to go hike, to go explore, the best places to find this incredible fall color. We look as we scroll across Colorado. There's some amazing fall color up in here. We zoom in, again, taking down this fresh sat layer, we can see the roads and the trails that go through some of these aspen groves. And it'll, again, help us plan our trip. So that's really all there is to it. I hope that helps y'all out, and have fun out there shooting and enjoy fall. Take care, y'all.